Hi, how's everybody doing? I know it's been a while since I did a video. So now I'm going to do one today. We're going to talk a little bit more about medications and how plans are changing. Unfortunately, this year my company did a big change on a plan, and now we got to meet our deductible before we meet the copays. I hate those plans. But in the long run, it kind of works out. So try to make the best of it by giving the people the most informed information. So I went to Sam's Club, and like I was telling you guys about their insulin that they have, their insulin, okay, now get this, Novolin N, Novolin R, and Novolin 730, okay, those are name brands, okay, so for a 1,000-unit bottle, those ones generally run 158.36, right? If you write it for have them write it for the Relion at Sam's Club, their brand, okay, their R, their N, their 730, okay. Do you know how much Sam's is? Get this. Sit down. $24.88 for 1,000 units. Yep, that's right. You heard me right. $24.88. Right? So basically, instead of paying for a name, guys, let's go pay for just the units, okay? If you want to buy the, let's see, he gave me some nice prices. Syringes. Now, because of the fact that you are going to go to the vials instead of the pens, you do have to buy syringes, okay? So those run, generally the syringes are $11.98 for 100 of them. That's not bad. We're talking $11.98 plus $24.88. So we're looking at like $37 plus whatever. Well, we're not usually taxed on that, but anyways, we're looking at about $37, right? And then you got to take into consideration when you get those, the Novolin. It looks like the injectable. That's what they have. Now, I will tell you this. Relion does have a pen, okay? While those other pens run about $158.36. So basically, yeah, it's $158.36 for an injectable pen, okay? And so basically, Sam's Club does have a pen too, but it's only available in the Novolin 730. It's only available in 730, I think. And that one is like $42.88. Double check with your pharmacy. Go to your Kroger's pharmacy. Ask them if they have their own brand of insulin. It never hurts to ask, guys. Picking their brains, asking them stuff. Also, Dexcon. Have you guys seen that on I'm sure you have on Facebook. Like, Facebook is advertising Dexcon, a testing tool. And basically what it is it's something you wear on your arm, and you supposedly don't have to prick yourself all the time. Okay? That is something that I want to check into. Also, I want to see if there's any way for me to get one of those testers that you wear on your arm, that the GIs wear. It's a disc, and it basically tests your blood from your arm. They have them, they're used a lot in the service, and I think that's amazing. I want to check on that too. You're not poked as often, you know, it tests your blood and stuff like that. But this Dexcon thing, I wanted to check on it. Dexcom or Dexcon, whatever it is. It's Dexcom. And I was going to check into those and see how it works and how it tests. But I mean, I've seen a bunch of the stuff on YouTube, the commercials for it, and how it, you know, you wear it on your arm, you can go running and stuff like that. It's got a little base, tells you what your stuff is. I think that's amazing. Active monitoring at night while you're sleeping, your A1C, it helps with A1C reduction, reduced hypoglycemia. So it also helps people with hypoglycemia, which is my daughter's fiance hypoglycemic, bad in his family. It runs like on the side of the family. So bad, it's ridiculous. I just think that's just like crazy. But like you guys know, I'm all about saving a buck, right? Gotta save a buck. I'm sorry, because I need that buck for other things. Usually rent, electric. You know, if you can save yourself like $100 on your medications instead of spending $158, you only spend for needles and for the units, you're only spending 37 bucks. I think 37 bucks is a hell of a lot better than 158, 36, don't you? So, ask. Also, guys, check on Amazon, check on, for getting, like, I got a really good, pin tester, you know, where you stick yourself with it. I got a really nice one with a whole bunch of the lancets for like something like 12, 13 bucks. And so I ended up buying one for my husband, and I bought one for my daughter's hypoglycemic boyfriend, fiance, so that he could test his sugar too. Also, guys, just because you get a meter doesn't mean you have to pay an ungodly amount for your test strips and your meters. I do realize that a lot of times if you get yourself to a good diabetic doctor, they'll hand you a meter. And they'll give you a meter because they get test meters all the time. So if you take that test meter and use it, all you have to worry about is the strips because they gave you the meter for free. However, sometimes those strips get very costly. And I realize some people aren't really good at keeping a journal, but this is where you've got to make a choice. If you want to be cheap and go a cheaper route, you can buy a Relion meter at Walmart or at Sam's Club, okay? You buy the Relion meters. The test strips for my Relion meter that I got, I have it from Walmart. Okay, I'm going to show you the meter I have. All right. So this is my Relion meter that I got. And it's a cute little meter, but it doesn't have all the bells and the whistles. But it will keep track of all your stuff. You set it up right, it'll keep track, and your doctor can go through this just like anything else. That meter cost me like, I want to say $14, maybe cheaper. And then, of course, to get the test strips for it, I can get 100 test strips for $17.97. Okay, so basically, it just depends on what your plan's paying for. If your plan's paying for your test strips, hey, keep using the meter you're using. Great, awesome, fantastic. But if you're tight on your money and you need to make sure that you're testing, but you also need to make sure that you're being cost effective, go ahead and get yourself a Relion meter. $17.97, ain't that bad. I think, I'm sorry, 14 something. $17.97 if you want 100 test strips. Okay. Also, guys, bake some chocolate chip cookies. Enjoy life a little bit. But break the chocolate chip cookies. Instead of using 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar and 3/4 of a cup of white sugar, use a 1/2 cup of each. You'll be amazed. The cookie will still be really good, guys. I'm telling you, you'll be like, my God, it's not like I cut out any of the sugar. I'm serious. I did it to test on my husband because he's the cookie monster, I'm telling you. And he loved them. He was like, oh, I don't know what you did different, but these taste even better. Just because we're diabetics doesn't mean our whole world has to go to chaos. It just means we need to make sure that if you decide you're going to have that, sorry, later on tonight when you wanted that piece of garlic bread with your spaghetti, you're changing that spaghetti up for some spaghetti squash, so there's no pasta, and you're not going to have that bread, okay? I know it's a tough choice. It really, really seriously is, guys, but it's a choice we have to make, okay? I'm not saying sacrifice everything, but I am saying make small sacrifices so that way your stuff gets better. Also, I'd like to make some exercise suggestions because I started doing it and it's helping me a little bit and I'm feeling a little bit better. When you're sitting down, if you sit at a desk all day, and that's what I do, I sit at a desk all day. So I've started doing where I pause my camera because I don't want nobody to see me. But I'll do 20 arm lifts. You know, up and down, up and down. And then I'll go out to the sides. And guys, get up. Find a good song that you like. And for that 4 or 5 minutes, do the twist. Do the twist while that song's going. It'll help out with that middle and trim it down. Just a few little FYIs that I wanted to throw out there. I'm so sorry I haven't posted in a while, guys. And I'm going to start posting more, so I hope you really start watching. I think I'm going to do a little bit, though, about family on my next one. But you know my focus is diabetes because a lot of people are missing out on that. And we really need to stay focused on that, guys. For your family and for you. Okay? Also, have any of you tried the Lipton peach tea? Lipton peach tea is half the calories, half the sugar of soda. Half. Okay? So, plus. Also, I tried recently, Walmart had a whole bunch of Gatorade Zero. Gatorade low sugar. I tried Gatorade low sugar. It's half the sugar. I liked it. I thought it tasted pretty good. I did try the no sugar. It was okay. It wasn't bad. I didn't. But I like the half sugar. You guys all know our like food person. I can't even think of their name right now. Our dang. Okay, y'all know what I mean. The food person that talks to you about your dietary consumptions. With them, they always tell us don't go no sugar. Don't go sugar-free. Don't do the Diet Coke as a substitute for drinking Coke because we don't know all the side effects yet. Okay? So guys, just be aware. You can have it. You just have to be willing to make sacrifices. Like me and my husband have started doing, I'll say, hey, you want to split a Coke? If I want a Coke. And I'm finding I'm wanting Coke less and less and less and less. Every once in a while, I just really want a refreshing Sprite, you know? And I'll split it. I just want half. You know, try doing that. But anyways, guys, I will see you next time. Don't forget to check on my channel. All right, guys. Bye.